Yeah, so this is where I would start before I do anything, or say I start warming up and 20 minutes before I tee off in a tournament round of golf. I start on the putting green, and when I get to the putting green, this is sort of usually what it looks like. My caddy Harry will come out, he'll set the mirror up on try to find the straightest putt on the putting green, and then from there I'll go on and do this spiral thing where I start at 3 feet and work my way around to 8 feet. And I have to hold all of these in a row before I can go and hit some balls.
Tell us what you're looking to get from the mirror there.
Yeah, so basically I know that this is set up pretty straight. It's set up pretty good. So for me, all I'm trying to do is, the line on the putter should match this black line on the mirror.
Yep.
So you're aiming correctly. And then for me, everyone's different, but my eye line is just a little inside the ball. And I know where my eyes should be on this mirror, so I set up and I get myself into that position, and then from there I just try to make a good stroke, and hopefully
you want your eyes on the inside part of the ball?
Yeah, just inside the ball.
And the reason for that is it encourages an arc to the stroke?
It encourages an arc, and that's where I personally see a straight line from better. We talked about this earlier about me being right-eye dominant. If I'm too much over the ball, I need to turn my head a lot to see, where if I'm inside the ball a little bit, I can see down the line better. So that's where I see a better straight line from.
But are you a little open with your setup at all, or are you square?
A touch open.
A touch open.
A touch open.
Okay, I got you. So you're just going to hit a dozen putts or so, sort of get the feeling where your eyes are, and making sure that the putt is straight.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, I guess, the putt doesn't have to be exactly straight.
And when you're looking at the line on your putter versus the line that's on that mirror, are you looking for that to arc to the inside, or does it go straight back?
When this comes away, I'm trying to make sure that it goes inside that line.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit, a little inside it. So I basically just do a few sets of this, make sure everything's in the right spot, hit some good putts, make sure I'm starting it on line.
Right. So when you're doing these drills, you're not necessarily worried about missing or making them, are you? You're just getting a point of reference?
I'm getting a point of reference, but I mean, obviously you'd like to see them go in rather than not going in. And I think once you start to fill it up a little bit and you get comfortable with it, then you move on. You know that you've got your feelings for the day and you've got your point of reference, and you move on to hitting some real putts.
Right, and that's where this sort of staircase, this spiral staircase comes in.
Yeah, exactly. So this is something I've been doing for a few years now, and it puts you under a little bit of pressure. Again, I'm all for, when I'm warming up or practicing, making sure that there's some sort of consequence to what I'm doing. So I need to hole all of these in a row before I can go to the range and hit golf balls.
And these are set up at 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 feet. And they're different putts, right? I'm starting, and I'd say the first 3 putts here are left to right, and then the last 3 putts are more right to left.
And so are you saying that you need to make all these in succession?
Yes.
Before you leave?
Yeah, and if I don't, I go back to the start and do it again.
Well, I mean, couldn't a situation arise where it would take an inordinate amount of time to
It shouldn't, because once you've hit these putts a couple of times, you should know what they're doing.
Right,
so
right. So there's a little pressure on you.
There is, yeah. There's a little bit.
You'd like to get it done as soon as possible.
Try to give yourself as much time as possible before you go.
All right.